Today's horoscope from Astrology Gemini, October 31, 2022. Early today, you can experience some indecision or temporary doubts, as Mercury forms a square to Pluto. As much as you would like to get a decision made and behind you, try not to rush into one, especially if it involves critical financial matters or a partnership. With this transit, it's easy for a problem to magnify in your mind, but it's best to wait and see. If you can't seem to shake a line of thought that's interfering with your day, do what you can to relax and detach. Or, if you turn your attention to a vulnerable area of your life that is within your capabilities of managing, you'll be doing yourself a favor. You may also need to tread lightly in conversations. It's time to acknowledge the need to make changes instead of holding on too tightly to things no longer working in your favor. The moon heads into your solar third house, inspiring you to reach out and connect or seek the information you need. This transit is a mental one your curiosity awakens. As the day advances, your outlook on finances or work improves. You'll be in the center of a storm today. With mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, dancing within your solar first house of identity, your zodiac sign, he will be strangled by one of our great malefic planets. Things at home and with family may not be as aligned as you'd hoped for because Pluto is orbiting within your solar fourth house of domesticity. There could also be a major disconnect around emotions, especially concerning family members, parents, or extended relatives. Don't wage war just because you're feeling fired up. Do you feel empowered by the core elements in your career path? It is okay to switch up certain aspects of your professional livelihood and structure when Mercury in your sign squares Pluto in Capricorn. The square indicates tension, as you may struggle to consider a different way of going about a foreseeable accomplishment or professional goal. You might also struggle with speaking up about what you want or need in your work and life balance. Weigh the pros and cons, then toss your ideas around with your loved ones to get a second opinion about what you should do. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday has left you with more than just a better sense of where the money is. As well as wrapping up an eclipsing new moon that has given income potential a boost, the Sun and Venus, the planet of money, are staying on to keep the momentum going. This time last week there had been no planetary activity on the income side of the financial fence this year, but all that has changed. With no one but yourself to count on, you will not be a happy camper today. You appreciate knowing that you are part of a community, large or small, that works together to get things done. To bring some community into your life, why not investigate the organic farms in your area and find out whether they have a club you can join. You can help garden, or just receive a monthly basket of fresh produce. The vibrations are going to be a little bit difficult and even negative in the days coming up, but some blue skies will progressively come your way. Indeed, this period is under the best auspices and you can now expect to have a happier future both in your personal and professional life. This is the hour to start things up again, and you can't miss if you try to make your projects more concrete. Jupiter's departure from your relationship sector and return to your work sector today is one of the major events of 2022, but is a repeat of the same move, but in the opposite direction 5 months ago. It was in May that Jupiter left your work sector and returned to your relationship sector, but today retrogrades back in to tie up loose ends on the job front. This is something that will have a positive impact on both, with the moon keeping the communication lines open on the relationship front, while Jupiter returns to find that forces on the income and job fronts are already working in tandem. After a friendly aspect yesterday, the moon will stay on in your communication sector after Jupiter retrogrades back out of your relationship sector today. Jupiter not only leaves behind planets that will keep the focus on your relationships, but the moon's friendly aspect to Chiron, the planet of healing, is giving words the power to heal today. Our eyes in the sky. Today tests your strong independent streak versus a longing for connection. Mercury enters Scorpio and probes at your spontaneous nature. It could even make you want to rebel against authority. A fated magnetism amplifies the overall feeling of predestined attraction, as both Mars and Mercury are now in mutual reception and giving strength to each other. It's almost like you've been here and done this before. It can feel like you're moving through several moments of déjà vu that can be an ethereal development out of time and space. It's like you're floating through the cosmos and the universe has some gifts for you when you're ready to reach out and take them. Who knew it could be this easy? With so many crazy things happening in the world, someone or something out there has an awesome surprise in store for you. This is an opportunity to take a step toward your wild side. If you feel a call to action and don't know where it will end up, let these current transits take you to a more aligned state of being. Finances and career could be a big part of why you're taking matters into your own hands, even if you're feeling pressure from family and friends to stay on the course they'd prefer. Remember, when there are connections to the North Node, that's the time to strike even if others don't understand. Do something that has been calling to your soul. You are up against some tough opposition. Others are bringing you back down to reality and you don't necessarily like it too much. Your mood is not so good, despite how much you try to fake it. Go easy on yourself. This difficult time will pass. Situations are finally turning around in your favor. Other people are seeing things through your eyes, and this is helping to create a much greater understanding between you and the people you work with. Just be yourself and the rewards will come. In the morning, the Sagittarius moon squares Jupiter in Pisces, the first time these planets have squared from mutable signs since early May. We are especially vulnerable to the pitfalls of idealism under this influence. It is difficult to distinguish truth from fiction, and we risk being coerced by those claiming to be experts into investing in foolish causes. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect's perfection, but will only last about 10 minutes. Nevertheless, stay mindful of hard shells and avoid starting new ventures. Following this, the moon enters Capricorn, ending its short void of course. Over the next 2 days, the moon and Uranus are the only planets transiting Earth signs. Therefore, the moon helps to balance the elemental scales currently dominated by planets in water. While our relationships and interactions may be intense, the Capricorn moon offers emotional grounding and helps us maintain a practical attitude.